So, as I made my predictions on the group stage for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, I decided to make a part two, and this is the final part of my prediction, which is going to be the knockout rounds, such as the round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal, the third place playoff, and you ought to know the final. All right, let's get started. So, our first game for the round of 16 will be Netherlands versus the US. Okay. Now, I think this game could be whether it could go to penalties or extra time, but in this case, I would say the Netherlands would defeat the US just because I feel like the US won't be like they're strong, all right? They're like strong cuz they have a lot of young players, but I don't think they're going to be that strong against Netherlands. So, for my prediction, the U.S. is going to be eliminated. All right, so for the second match, this is by far probably going to be the most boringest game in the round of 16, and it's going to be England versus Senegal. I could already tell just by England that they're going to defeat Senegal probably like 3-0 or something. But, again, like this is a prediction. Like maybe Senegal may not get to the round of 16 and maybe Ecuador. But in this case, I just said Senegal would at least place second in the group. But I don't see them, qualifying for the quarterfinals. So in this case, in my opinion, for my prediction, I would choose England to qualify to the quarterfinals. So basically, that means that Senegal is eliminated. Our next match will be Argentina, Denmark. All right. This game will probably have many people on the edge of their seats. This could be the most entertaining match in the World Cup. But I don't know. This is a pretty hard decision to say the least. I would say Argentina could get to the quarterfinal, but at the same time, Denmark is also pretty strong. But my gut feeling says that I gotta go with. I'm sorry, I may trigger some people. All right, but hopefully not. But I'm going to pick Argentina to qualify to the quarterfinal. So that makes Denmark eliminated. This next match, um, uh, this I don't know, but this next match concludes. It doesn't end, but this includes France Mexico. Okay, let me talk a little bit about this. Mexico haven't faced France since 2010 in the group stage. Mexico somehow beat France 2-0 in the group stage because France didn't really have, France was just not France in the 2010 World Cup. But that was 12 years ago. Times have changed. France have won the World Cup in 2018. And well, I go for Mexico, man. But I don't think that Mexico will do good in this match. I feel like they may lose 1-0 or maybe even 2-0. So in this case, Mexico is eliminated. Our next match is also a pretty difficult one, which is Spain and Croatia. This is also a pretty hard decision. I oh my god, I'm stuttering. I'm speechless about this match. All right, these two paired up. could also be a match where they could have like fans on the edge of their seats. I don't know who I don't know who to pick. I may get hated on for saying this, but I feel like Spain will qualify for the not round of 16, sorry. The quarterfinal. So in this case, Croatia eliminated. This next match is also probably going to be another one where there's people on the edge of their seats, which is Belgium and Germany. I like how these two colors match up because yeah. Um, this is also gonna again I said this is also gonna be another game where people are on the edge of their seats. But I feel like I don't know. There's a gut feeling that Germany will rise because it again in the well not again but in the 2018 World Cup they did so terrible that they were in the last place of their group. All right, but again times have changed, so I gotta say that Germany will come back and do so well. So I'm saying that Germany will qualify for the quarterfinal. So in this case, Belgium eliminated. This next match, I feel like these are rivals, but I'm not too sure. But um, this is Brazil, Uruguay. Hold on, give me one moment. Oh, um, this match is I keep on saying this, but the edge of the seats. I don't know, cause I feel like in the round of 16, like it's gonna be so hectic that this may be the most hectic World Cup ever. All right, Brazil, Uruguay. Honestly, I'm saying Brazil is going through. So Brazil will be going through to the quarterfinal. So this makes Uruguay eliminated. This last match for the round of 16 will be Portugal and Switzerland. I wouldn't say this is a match that will get people off their seats or whatever. But again, the gut feeling of mine says that um, Portugal will be advancing to the quarterfinals. So this makes Switzerland eliminated. All right, so for the first match of the quarterfinal, all right, for the quarterfinal will be Netherlands, Argentina. This is gonna be the game where, there's gonna be so much uh, like it's gonna be very hyped. Um, Last time when Netherlands faced off against Argentina in the 2014 World Cup, they managed to get to the penalties, but they lost in penalties. But they at least at least they placed third in the World Cup. But I see that I may be wrong for this, but I see Argentina advancing to the semifinals. So this makes Netherlands eliminated. The next match that will be in the quarterfinals will be England, France. This is also a pretty tough decision. Honestly, these next few matches are going to be a very tough decision. Now, due to the fact that France won the World Cup of 2018 4 years ago, well, almost 4 years ago, that I'm making this video, um, I feel like they're at least gonna get to the semis, but I also think England would also get to the semis. So this is just one. Oh my god. This is going to be the most hectic knockout rounds that I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who to choose. I don't know which one to choose. I may make this wrong decision, but I will say if we look at the goalkeepers the of the of both of these teams, Lloris is the better one. And this game could get to the penalty rounds, but I have to say, as much as I want this team to qualify to the semifinals, I gotta say, England eliminated. Our next match for this semifinal will... No, this is the quarterfinal. My bad. The next match for the semifinal will be Spain, Brazil. Another hard one. You know, it was a shock to see Brazil in the 2018 World Cup lose to Belgium. And, well, Belgium haven't done really good since, I believe, the 2014 World Cup, which was, the last World Cup that, like, before the 2018 World Cup. And, well, Brazil in the 2014 World Cup did well. Also in the 20... Honestly, in each World Cup, Brazil have been doing good. Except for 1974. And in Spain's case, they have won at least one World Cup, Spain. But this time, like as we saw in the 2018 World Cup, they lost to Russia in penalties. Which, Russia, in my opinion, were the underdogs in the Russia 2018 World Cup. Even though they were the host nation, they were popping off. I'm going to say this now. Brazil will qualify. So, in this case, Spain will be eliminated. The last match of the quarterfinal until we head to the semis, which is Germany, Portugal. Throughout this video, I've been consistently talking about the past of how they did in the World Cup. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm just worried that these teams will not qualify for to the semis, finals, round of 16 and all that kind of stuff. That's why I'm looking at the past to see if they are strong enough to make it through on, to at least make it to the final or whatever. So if we look at these two teams, I would say Portugal. Portugal had a difficult time. They had a really, really difficult time on, they had a really difficult time qualifying, but they managed to qualify. And that indicates a sign that they could move on. They may have moved on in the round of 16, but in the quarterfinal, I feel like Germany will be in the way. So in this case, I think Germany will go on to the semifinals, which makes Portugal eliminated. Sorry, Cristiano Ronaldo. The first match of the semifinal, which is going to be Argentina, Brazil. This is the rivalry right here. This is the rivalry. And I could tell because these are the like the best teams in CONMEBOL. These are the two best teams in CONMEBOL. You know, I have a hard time, doing these because I may get hated on just for, my bad, my bad. Like, I may get hated on just for having the wrong opinion. But these are my predictions, okay? Like, these predictions are, are my opinions, okay? So you can leave whatever comment you like in the comments. I don't really care. But I want you guys to say what your predictions are, okay? I forgot to say that in the beginning of the video. So back to what I was back to this. Brazil. All right, in my prediction, Brazil will be qualifying for the finals, which makes Argentina eliminated. Our last match of the semifinal, which is France, Germany. Honestly, it will be so insane if France make it to the finals for the second time in a row. But they have been a strong team. And, where they're at, right now, they faced, in my predictions, they faced off against Mexico in their first knockout round. They faced off England, and now they're facing off against Germany. This is also another game that could be going to the penalties. But I gotta say that France will qualify for the finals, which makes Germany eliminated. Now, before we go on through to the finals, we gotta cover up the third place playoff, which is Argentina, Germany. This is funny because this basically was the final of 2014, and well, unfortunately, Argentina lost, which Messi could have won, but they lost. For my predictions for this third place playoff, I would say that Argentina will be placing third. So, fourth place, Germany. Third place, Argentina. Now, for the finals. This is the moment that we all been waiting for. And we got Brazil, France. This is basically again the 1998 World Cup all over again. And I'm not saying neither of these teams are gonna win the World Cup. I'm not saying which one is winning the World Cup, like, right now, but I'm gonna say, like, eventually. France have been very dominant. Okay, France have been very very dominant. They won the World Cup in 2018, and I see them at least in the final. Brazil, on the other hand, they haven't won a World Cup since 2002, which is completely fine because they won 5 consecutive World Cups. Well, not in a row, but 5 World Cups they won. And in my prediction, the champions of the 2022 FIFA World Cup will be Brazil. Brazil, in my predictions, is the champions of the world. The champions of the World Cup 2022. So, yeah, let's see if my predictions are right. So, leave a comment again. Leave a comment down below, like whether or not I should have said this team because this reason, and also maybe leave a comment down below who's gonna win the World Cup, and also, like, your predictions on any of the games that I've just said. So that is it for me. I will be live streaming something, maybe someday, maybe most likely this year. But all in all, this is gonna be one insane World Cup. Hope you have, hope you guys have a great summer break, and hopefully my predictions are right. Peace.